What's up YouTube? My name is Eduardo and it's finally here. I figure I've been waiting my whole life. Fiolina Jeremy from the popular Metal Slug game series. Here she is. Fiolina Jeremy from Metal Slug 3 apparently. I wonder what they're gonna put in here to make it be specifically from Metal Slug 3 and not Metal Slug 2. There she is right there. This was made by Tunshi Studio. There's the SNK logo. And here's the front of the box. There she is. The alternate head. And this box is pretty cool. It looks like the character select screen when you pick the character, and then the thing kind of goes down, and then you see this here. The sides, nothing too crazy. Alright, so I got this from 5K Toys, and it cost me around $90, so let's hope it's worth it. It probably will be. Maybe it won't though, who knows. Oh man, I hope it's good. Okay, so now that she's out of the box, I must say I think it's funny how the girls look like these cute anime characters, and the guys have this more, they look like the end credits for Metal Slug X. They look kind of freaky and stuff. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I think it looks good like this. She looks great. The paint is perfect. I don't see any like smudges or anything. And her hat has these nice details on it. And the clothes is made of fabric. And yep, that's it. Let's measure her up. According to this ruler, she stands at just under 6 inches, maybe a little closer to 6 inches, because I think this ruler doesn't start exactly at 0. Now then, she comes with instructions for all her accessories and whatnot, but more importantly, it gives you the range that she's able to move in, so I appreciate that. I won't go past the suggested range because I don't want to break this thing. Alright. Articulation wise, she's really solid. The joints are like the perfect amount of stiff. It's not too loose or anything. And she's got double jointed elbows, so that's pretty cool. And her arm, she can lift it up higher than 90. Oh no. Yeah, higher than 90. She's also got a bicep swivel up there. And a decent butterfly joint. Now her head is on a ball joint, and it's got pretty standard movement. It goes down and up that far. Her hair, I'm not sure if it's a ball joint, but it looks like you could turn it. I didn't go too far because I'm afraid that it could break off. Now her neck is also actually posable. You can bend it forward and left and right to get a little bit of extra movement on her head, so that adds to her range of motion. Her torso can also shift side to side. It could probably do a full 360, but her clothing gets in the way, so be mindful about that. And her back, she can arch her back really far back. This is crazy how far back it's going. And she can bend forward, not as much as back, but that's still pretty good. Okay, so check out those legs now. She's got double jointed knees, and her feet go that far back and forth. I like how the knee pads cover the joints. Makes it look cleaner. I'm not sure how high she can kick her legs. She could probably do over 90, but the fabric clothes is blocking her, so you can only go so far. You gotta refer to that manual to see her suggested range of motion. And her legs can split. Again, pants is blocking, so she can't do the splits. Maybe without the pants she probably could, but I don't know. I don't want to take her clothes off. I feel like it'll be impossible to put them back on. Okay, so her wrists are on a peg, a very tiny peg, so you gotta be really careful. You can spin it around, and actually her hand is on a ball joint and her arm is connected with a peg. A small peg, so you still gotta be careful. And she also has some really very minor gappage back there. It's not really visible, but I thought it was noteworthy. And I'm not sure what kind of joints or pegs her feet are, but they got pretty good range of movement. They go up and down, left and right. I think it's cool how she's got fabric socks. This is the first figure I've had that's actually wearing socks. Now, if there's one area that this figure is not lacking, it's the accessories. She has so many accessories. This isn't even all of them. I'm not picturing like the extra hands and one extra head that you get. So, yep, let's go through all of these things. Alright, so the first accessory is her glasses. She doesn't come with them put on. You gotta do that yourself. And man, oh man, it is really difficult. These things are so tiny, like really small. You have to be very careful not to lose these things. They're made of metal, and they've got these plastic tips. I think you're supposed to keep those on. I kept mine on anyways. I think if you take them off, they might scratch your face. But anyways, there's no area for them to insert in. You kind of just have to wedge them into her face. And that was the most difficult part of this toy, because when you try to put it in her face, her front bangs keep getting in the way of you inserting them in all the way. So you might have to use tweezers, or just be careful not to lose them, because they fell out of my hands a few times and I thought I lost it, but I found them. And you get two, one for each of her heads. And once you get them in, they're really secure. Even if she fell, I don't think that they would pop out of her face. So that's good. You also get extra hands. I think she has 8 in total, mostly left for some reason. And all you gotta do is pop out her hand by pulling it out. The manual does suggest you heat them up first, so I recommend you do that so you don't accidentally rip off the peg there. And after you do that, all you gotta do is pop it in. You might have to heat up the new hand too, and it should go in just fine. There you go. She also gets this pistol. Looks very cool, really detailed. The barrel does have like a little hole in it, so you might be able to put in a smoke effect if you have one. She doesn't come with one though. I don't know if that revolver part will spin. It looks like it should, but I was too afraid to turn it, so maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Now the pistol goes in either her left or right gun holding hand, and her fingers are flexible, so all you gotta do is slide it in and she holds it really well. And it's a great accessory. Look how cool she looks with it. I don't think it's game accurate though, but I'm sure you can find some artwork where they're holding 44 magnums. Next up is this axe, or hatchet, which I don't think it looks like the one in the game, but you could take off the bladed part to turn it into the tonfas that for sure I know that she uses with her crouching melee attack. Unfortunately, I was having trouble getting her to actually hold the thing. I don't know if she's supposed to hold it with those grabbing hands or if you're supposed to just put it in the pistol holding hands. So someone let me know if they actually got her to hold this thing. You also get this heavy machine gun, which definitely does not look like the in-game model that Fio gets whenever she picks up a heavy weapon. But still, this gun does look pretty cool. It's black. It's detailed. It has a spot for you to put an effect blast if you have one. I think Airy actually comes with them. I don't know. And you can take out the magazine here. It's actually pretty hard at first, and it's in there way deeper than I thought it was. And if you look carefully, you can actually see like a bullet there. So that's some pretty crazy detailing that they put on this thing. And she holds it just fine with her trigger holding hand, just like the pistol. And you can put that other gripping hand that she uses for the sandwiches, I think, on there. So there we go. Very cool. There's also this ammo crate that the glasses came packaged in. It's a cool wooden crate. It's got a lid, and with all the miscellaneous ammunition and grenades that she's got, you can recreate the ammo item from the game. And here's my best attempt at it. Balancing it wasn't easy. On that, you can see that she comes with a few grenades. She gets the super grenade, and you also get a drop shot. Also, I couldn't get her to hold the grenade, so I don't know if she's meant to hold it or not. Oh, okay, almost there. You also get these assorted food items and a ruby. And she can use these along with the included tarp or blanket to have her own picnic, just like she does in the games after you defeat a boss. Now, the sandwich and bananas can be placed on these gripping hands, and you just sort of wedge them in her hand, and she has a really good grip on them. Look, even when I shake them, she doesn't let go of the sandwich, so I'll let her keep it because she's earned it. On that, let's talk about that alternate head. Her head pops off easily enough. All you gotta do is get this replacement and it snaps in easily enough. Now, this is supposed to be her sandwich eating head, but for some reason they gave her a lewd face. Or maybe that's just me and she actually is just eating a sandwich. Either way, I'm glad they included it. It's nice to have more options. Last but not least, you get the Iron Lizard and its power-up icon. This is an okay accessory. It does feel kind of cheap though, like an off-brand toy car. See how it's got trouble rolling there? One more thing, you also get this this stand, and it comes with the claw thing, and you gotta screw that in. And it's a pretty nice, I mean the claw is kind of lame, but the base is pretty cool. And if you have Airy, you can combine them, I guess, to get a long base. It does a decent job holding her up if you want to try out poses that require extra support, because she stands just fine on her own, 2 feet. Lastly, I wanted to do some size comparisons with other 6-inch figures that I have. So there's Marvel Legends. Here's some G.I. Joes. She fits alright with some of these. There's the Fortnite line. I think she fits in perfect with these guys. Fits in with their cartoonish vibe. Maybe if we're lucky, someday they'll put Fio into Fortnite, since she didn't get into Smash or SNK Heroines. And last, here we have the Figma Farah from Overwatch. The Mario movie Mario from Jack's Pacific. Star Scream. And She-Hulk. Another figure I wanted to do a size comparison on was the Degenerator Industry SV001 Metal Slug. It's the only other Metal Slug thing that I own, and he doesn't scale well with it, but it still looks really cool next to her. And no, I'm not going to transform it because I'm too lazy, and transforming this thing back and forth takes out my soul. Also, here's the heavy machine gun icon that comes with the Degenerator SV001 Metal Slug, and the Iron Lizard icon thing that she comes with. They're both magnetic, as you can see. And here's a comparison of both of them. I think the Iron Lizard one looks a little bit closer to the game, but they're both pretty cool. And that is everything that this figure has to offer. Now, what do I think of it? Clearly, she's a really high quality action figure, and she comes with tons and tons of accessories. But she does cost minimum $100. That's how much you'll probably be spending, if you're lucky. Compared to other figures in her price range, like the Figmas and the SH Figure Arts, I think she's better than those more expensive ones like Sophia, and I don't have any of the premium Bandai figures, but I think she's on par with them because they don't have as many accessories, but they also have like crazier builds like Cooler and Boo. Having to put on her glasses is annoying, and having to heat up her hands every time you want to switch them out is also annoying. But I think I can look past that. So I would say buy her while you can, because we don't get Metal Slug figures very often, and this is a good one. So, oh, and I forgot, she has squishy boobs, so 5 out of 5. But for real, I think she's a bit better than other $100 figures. So, and I don't know how many of these Tunshi Studios is gonna make, so get it while you can.